Hello everyone, how you folks doing? Getting close to Thanksgiving. In this video, my name is Armando. In this video I'm going to be talking about, this is a part 2 of Oahu's lost eating places. So, I made a previous video on Oahu's lost eating places, and this is the part 2. So let's get started. First one I'm going to talk about is Colombia Inn. Now, Colombia Inn was an island favorite in Honolulu for nearly 60 years. And it was opened in 1941 by the brothers Frank Kaneshiro and Fred, or Tosh Kaneshiro, about where the Chinese Cultural Center is today. Now, the Colombia name sounds patriotic and American, but it came from Colombian coffee bags, says Tosh's son, Gene Kaneshiro. He said, "My dad used to say that good coffee and good restaurants go together." Now, the thing I remember about Tosh Kaneshiro, he was a Dodger fan, and he used to have a lot of Dodger photos in his restaurant, and I'm a Dodger fan too, so that's what I remember about him. And one of his locations was next to the advertiser building on Kapiolani, and so I'll showing you some pictures now of the first one I'm showing you. The picture there, if you see that big sign that says Colombia, top of the boulevard, and that came from the Honolulu Stadium. You can see like a circle. If you made a home run, it went in there. I think they won something or something in the stadium back in the days of the Islanders, and they used that sign for advertisement. Now here's another picture in the bar. And another picture of the Colombia Inn. Now, it was in Honolulu until it closed in 2001. It was a place to go. It was a bar of the Colombia Inn on Kapiolani Boulevard, and it now stands the used car showroom for Servco Lexus of Honolulu. That's occupying that space right now. And Colombia Inn dished out some Ono Island food for 6 decades. And this is a quote from Star Bulletin business reporter Russ Lynch. He said, "We had gangsters, union bosses, sports figures, business people, politicians, newspaper people, you name it." That's what he said. And then the lawyers were always there because their clients were there, the crooks and their counsel. So showing you more pictures. Showing you a picture now of Tosh Kaneshiro, who owned it. And that was that's the Colombia Inn. Next one I'm going to talk about is Alan Wong's Honolulu restaurant. He's showing a picture of Alan Wong. Now, the restaurant, which opened in April of 1995 and has won numerous awards since, had temporarily closed back in August due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Wong earned the James Beard Award for Top Chef in the region, Hawaii and the Pacific Northwest, a year after he opened. And the upscale restaurant, known for its emphasis on locally grown and raised ingredients, was a popular spot for visitors and residents alike. Now, Barack and Michelle Obama, Obama's sister and her husband, and a half dozen friends dined at one of the president's favorite restaurants in Hawaii, Alan Wong's, on King Street. Now, Alan Wong closed his King Street restaurant in August due to COVID-19. The restaurant has won numerous awards since it opened in 1995, and it has been a popular spot for many years. I think Alan Wong was recently appointed some kind of, by the university, I think the University of Hawaii, or some kind of position, and I think he's going to donate his salary for scholarships. I think he also owns a restaurant in Shanghai, if I'm not mistaken. That's the Alan Wong restaurant. Next one, talking about Little Village, Chinatown. And here's a sign about the closing of Little Village. It says Little Village will be closing permanently on February 15, 2023. And it says, we want to take a moment to express our gratitude and thanks to all of our amazing customers who have supported us through the years. Your loyalty and love for our food have made this journey unforgettable. Thank you for 22 great years. So they've been around. You know, it's sad. All these restaurants closing. It's so sad. You know, these really good restaurants closing down. Little Village Noodle House provided the best of northern Chinese cuisine in all of Hawaii. Now, it was popular and critically acclaimed restaurant, winning the prestigious Haleaina Award for Best Chinese Restaurant 11 years in a row from 2007 to 2018. And I'm showing a picture of the Little Village Noodle House. Sad. That's why next time you go to a restaurant, if you tip somebody, tip them good, you know. Tip, 15% is too low nowadays, and you gotta go like, you know, 20% or higher. Anyway, the next one is Zippy's Restaurant. They're trying in the Hawaii Kai location. They're gonna try on takeout only model. Showing a picture of the Zippy's in Hawaii Kai. And could this be more of what the future will look like? The Zippy's Restaurant at the Kokomarina Shopping Center called it quits in terms of sit-down dining last week. They have transitioned entirely to being takeout. That is becoming commonplace, unfortunately. The Hawaii Restaurant Association executive director said regarding Zippy's, the rent of that space and the revenue is what they're looking at the top of the expenses, the employee shortage, and whether they have enough staff to provide excellent customer service. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about, hopefully that's not the trend of what's going to happen in the future. Sometimes I like to go into Zippy's and sit down and enjoy a meal. I hope that they don't do that at their other locations. Next one is the Wana Coffee House. I'm sure a lot of you folks remember that. That was on Ala Moana Boulevard, across from the Hilton Hawaiian Village, and is run by a family. The coffee is run by 3 kids of the late founder Francis Tom. Owned the restaurant space and part of the 24-story Wailana at Waikiki condominium where the restaurant is located. The 3 owners decided to close Wailana Coffee House because renovating the space would be too costly. I've been there several times. I ate lunch there. I had a date there. I met a girl once, and we had some coffee and lunch over there. That was back in my dating days. I still remember that. But that sadly they closed. I'm showing pictures now of the Wailana Coffee House. That was a nice place, actually. Sad to see it close. Good atmosphere, and they have good breakfast too. Showing a picture of their breakfast. And the last one I'm going to talk about, Tasty Broiler. That was like a hole in the wall in downtown. I remember when I was working as a security guard at Bank of Hawaii on Wana Street. That was their processing center. And I used to go there to get something to eat, a plate lunch. And boy, they had the best plate lunch. And it was really funny because all their signs, everything was handwritten on looked like they just got paper or whatever, and they just and they just wrote it handwritten, all the menu and the prices and everything. You walk inside that place and everything was handwritten on the wall. It was so funny, but their food was the best. I remember even they had flank steak. They had, oh man, they had some really good food over there. And I'm showing I don't have a picture of that place, but I do have a menu showing you their menu. Well, that's it. That's part 2 of the lost eating places in Hawaii. Hopefully I can find some more and come up with part 3. I hope you enjoyed this video. Mahalo for watching, and ahui ho.